Good afternoon, members of the class of 2025 and our esteemed guests. Welcome to the pinning ceremony for the class of 2025. I am Caitlin Giller, Education Program Coordinator for Curriculum at the Medical College of Wisconsin School of Pharmacy, and I have the distinct honor of serving as your Master of Ceremonies for today's program. The MCW School of Pharmacy pinning ceremony signifies the successful completion of a student's didactic, laboratory, and IPI requirements and the beginning of the final API year. To begin, I would like to introduce the Assistant Dean for Academic and Curricular Affairs, Dr. Ehab Abarashed, to share a few thoughts.
Thank you, Caitlin, and welcome everyone. So this is the pinning ceremony for pharmacy class of 2025. A special day and a special class indeed. So, class of 2025, as you receive your pin today, I would like you to renew your commitment to three core concepts: professionalism, purpose, and preparation. So first, you are about to spend most of your final year at the School of Pharmacy working closely with practicing healthcare professionals. So be that professional you are trained to be. Second, as you go through your rotations, be aware of your purpose to become the best person and the best professional you can be. Being best professional takes effort, though. Doesn't come easy. So this brings us to the third concept, which is preparation. Remember that you are not through yet. You still need to graduate and get your license before you can effectively move on with your career. So make it a plan to start your preparation for licensure as early as when? Today, right? At our end, we will do our best to prepare you within our licensure preparation sequence that you will be part of while you are going through your third year. In his book, Atomic Habits, James Clear describes how you can build new habits through simple, tiny steps. And one of these steps is using cues. Please use this pin and today's ceremony as a cue to remind you of your purpose and your plan to achieve it. Be proud what you've achieved so far and make us proud as you move closer to your goal. Best wishes and stay the course. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Abarashed. Next, I would like to bring forward our Assistant Dean of Experiential Education, Dr. Stacy Reed.
Good afternoon to our newest APPE students at MCW. This is an exciting time as you transition into the next phase of your pharmacy schooling. As you begin your APPEs, your role in the pharmacy community will grow and shift, and I wanted to share advice with you that I received and have passed along to many previous APPE students. First, this is your year of learning, so make it as much or as little of it as you want. When you come across things you don't know on rotation, which will likely occur every day, take the time to look it up and learn about it. It is unlikely that you will ever have this much time again in your career to dig deep on a topic or go down the research rabbit hole. During your APPEs, your preceptors want you to spend time looking up information, whether it's to help reinforce a concept for you or to teach your preceptor about a new medication. It can be a long 42 weeks or a short 11 months. The choice is yours based on how you approach it. Take advantage of the opportunity to push yourself and your knowledge as it will come in handy down the road, even if it doesn't seem like it now. Second, you are now the role model and people will look to you as the pharmacist. I remember during my P1 year, walking around pharmacy school, listening to APPE students talking of what seemed like a different foreign language. At the time, I was impressed at how smart they were and thought I could never get to that point. A few years later, as I was in an APPE topic discussion, I realized that I was now the student who was talking in the foreign pharmacy language. Students in the years below you will look to you to have the knowledge and skills to answer any question that is asked. IPPE students want your support and advice, not just in decoding pharmacy language, but in everything pharmacy and beyond. Similarly, patients, providers, and even preceptors will talk to you like a pharmacist with questions and situations that will challenge you to be your best. Embrace this role and ensure that you are representing yourself how you want others to see you as the pharmacist. Third and finally, keep an open mind in every experience you have. While some of you may know exactly what you want to do with your career, others of you may have no idea. Both of those and anything in between is okay. Every rotation is a chance to try something new and maybe find something that you are passionate about that you didn't know. While pharmacy is a small world, there are endless possibilities. A former student of mine was placed at their first choice infectious disease rotation. By the end of their 6 weeks, they no longer had any interest in pursuing residency in infectious disease. Contrasting to this, I had another student who was complaining and moaned and groaned about being placed at a compounding pharmacy. Shortly after graduation, I learned that she had opened her own compounding pharmacy. Have an open mind on each rotation, and this will allow you to get the most out of every experience. You may find areas of interest that you never previously enjoyed, or find a practice setting that you never considered. Congratulations on the journey you have completed so far, and good luck as you begin your next chapter. In about 11 months, we will be colleagues, but until then, enjoy your APPEs, learn as much as you can, and remember that your preceptors, the experiential education team, and the other faculty and staff are rooting for your success. Thank you.
Right, the time has now arrived for your pin to be placed on your white coat. Students, at this time, if you have not done so already, please put on your white coat. This year, we do have the honor of the students' faculty mentors placing the pins upon each of their mentees. I will call one group of faculty mentors and their mentees up at a time to the front of the room for their pinning. Students, please line up in the front of the podium and grab your pin. And as I call each student's name, the mentor will then place the pin on the left lapel of their mentee's white coat. Students, once your pin has been placed, please move over to the photo backdrop area for a mentor-mentee group photo, and then you may return back to your seats. All right. May I please invite Dr. Abir Al-Alfi and Group 1 students, if you'd like to join me up at the podium. All right, our first student is Liliana Galvan. Sarah Graham. Zoe Green. Riley Hall. Thank you so much, Dr. Al-Alfi. At this time, I'd like to invite faculty mentor, Dr. Mahfoud Assem, to the front, and group 2 students, you may line up at the podium. Rudine Banushi. Adrian Bartolini. Rena Beltran. Ryan Borsnick. Thank you, Dr. Assem. I'd next like to invite faculty mentor, Dr. Kristen Bussey, to the front. And group 3 students, you may make your way up to the podium. Adam Kraus. Madeline Higala. Lovely Kaur. Elena Hofbauer. Brandon Johnson. Thank you, Dr. Bussey. Next, I'd like to invite faculty mentor, Dr. Michael DeBishop, to the front, and group 4 students, you may make your way to the podium. Ashley Canuter. Oh, get your. Caitlin Larson. Anna Little. John Linus. Thank you, Dr. DeBishop. Next, I'd like to invite Dr. Rachel Harrison to the front of the room, and Group 5 students, you may make your way to the front. Appreciate you guys preparing the pins ahead of time. I love it. Marwan Alamud. Brianna Albee. Ariane Adiji. Thank you, Dr. Harrison. Next, I would like to invite Dr. Zachary Hovis to the front, and Group 6, you may make your way to the podium. Melissa Bruckner. Megan Oliver. Sage Orlovsky. Soreen Ozcan. Devontae Parker. Thank you, Dr. Hobus. May I please invite Dr. Lana Minshew to the front of the room, and Group 7, you may make your way to the front. Yashvi Ravol. Sophia Schulte. Odelis Colon Colon. Michael Quaranta. Priya Patel. Thank you, Dr. Minshew. May I please invite Dr. Zachary Pape to the front, and Group 8, you may make your way to the front. Kathleen Soder. Aaron Stange. Tyler Cow. Brendan Ogabuake. Thank you, Dr. Pape. May I please invite Dr. Kevin Bazimski to the front and my large group 9, would you mind joining me at the front? There's 2 people. Jennifer Erickson. Morgan Dufer. Thank you, Dr. Bazimski. May I please invite Dr. Matthew Stanton to the front of the room? And group 10, you may join me at the podium. Alexis Rocha. Sayed Sarayan. Diana Victory. PJ Wojciechowski. John Yang. Jordan Weber. Thank you, Dr. Stanton. Students, wear this pin with pride. I know the faculty and staff of the School of Pharmacy are so proud of you, and we definitely look forward to hearing about your APPE experiences and your future accomplishments. Next, we would like to take this time to recognize several individuals on their achievements with some awards. I would first like to welcome student Adam Kraus, who is our PSA Community Engagement Director, to give out the Pharmacist of the Future Award.
The Pharmacist of the Future Award is for peer recognition of a student who embodies professionalism and entrustability. This person is someone who students would trust to be their own pharmacist. This year's recipient of the award is Zoe Green.
Congratulations again, Zoe, on this outstanding achievement. Next, let us please welcome Dr. Zach Hovis, Assistant Professor of Clinical Sciences, who will be presenting the ACCP Outstanding Student Chapter Member Award.
The American College of Clinical Pharmacy Student Chapter will recognize a student who has enhanced student involvement from their chapter in ACCP at the local, state, and national level, and who has expanded the presence of ACCP through community engagement, education, promotion, research opportunities, and/or professional stewardship. This year's award recipient is Sage Orlowski.
Congratulations, Sage, on another outstanding achievement. Next, let us please welcome Assistant Dean for Student Affairs, Dr. Abir Al-Alfi, who will be presenting the Diversity Inclusion Pharmacy Student Award and the Outstanding Student Ambassador Awards.
The Diversity and Inclusion Pharmacy Student Award recognizes an MCW SOP student pharmacist accomplishments in contributing to diversity, equity, and inclusion through exemplary leadership. The nominated student or student group demonstrates behaviors that positively impact the MCW or external community. This year's recipient of the award is Soreen Oscar. All right, next is the Outstanding Student Ambassador Award. This award recognizes MCW student who embodies the qualities, attitudes, and behaviors of the ideal student ambassador. They exhibit excellence in their commitment to recruiting and retaining future pharmacy students through relationship development. From the Office of Student Affairs, we thank all of our student ambassadors, but this year's recipients of Outstanding Student Ambassador Award are Adrian Bartolini and Adam Kraus. All right, I'm not done yet, so you can get rid of me. but I would also like to recognize our student ambassadors for the class of 2025. As I call your name, please join the podium to receive your student ambassador pins. Pick up your pin and go and stand so I can pin you at the end. All right, Adrian Bartolini, Adam Kraus, Jennifer Erickson, yeah, grab a pin, prepare it for me and line up. That would be helpful. Yeah. Zoe Green, Riley Hall, Madeline Heikela, Anna Little, Soreen Ashkan, Michael Koranta, Yashvi Raval, and Sophia Schulte.
Congratulations again to all our student ambassadors. Our students were asked to select instructors of the year in biopharmaceutical sciences and clinical sciences for year 1 and year 2. I would like to ask Dr. Abarashed to please come forward to next announce the instructor of the year awards.
Okay, so the Instructor of the Year award is awarded to a School of Pharmacy faculty member who made the most significant impact on student learning during the first and second year of instruction. The Instructor of the Year is also awarded to a School of Pharmacy. Award recipients will also be eligible to attend the Honorary Instructor of the Year luncheon at the AACP annual meeting. This year, it will be in Boston. And congratulations, of course, for all the winners that you will soon know. So the winner of this year's Biopharmaceutical Sciences Instructor of the Year for both Year 1 and Year 2 is Dr. Abir El-Alfi. Please, Dr. Alfi, please come. Face the audience. So Dr. Al-Alfi is always winning. These are quotes from students who basically chose Dr. Al-Alfi. Dr. Al-Alfi is always willing to go the extra mile for students. She's an advocate for our academic needs as well as our personal well-being. Her lectures always have the highest attendance due to her unique ability to explain concepts and gauge our understanding in the moment. Great job. Congratulations, Dr. Alfi. Now you have the challenge of holding these two. Okay, so now we move on to clinical sciences. And oh, she got this award as well, clinical sciences. Okay, so now moving on to clinical sciences, and the winner of this year's Clinical Sciences Instructor of the Year for Year 1 is Dr. Michael DeBishop. So Dr. DeBishop has always been there for our class, I quote. He brings a positive attitude to every class, making sure we are mentally in a good spot, and always brought a positive vibe to the room. Of course, no surprise there. Well, congratulations. Thank you. Yep, good point. We said preparation starts today. So, okay. And last but not least, the winner of this year's Clinical Sciences Instructor of the Year for Year 2 is Dr. Matthew Stanton. Great. And here's what students said about Dr. Stanton. Dr. Stanton had very hands-on approach to teaching students, such as taking the patient to the movies, which, wonder what this is, which engraved the learning into my brain as a student. He's very knowledgeable in his field, always is engaged with students. I attest to that. So congratulations, Doctor. Well deserved.
Let me make sure I can actually go to that next slide and not spoil any surprises. All right, students, you were asked to select a preceptor who made the most significant impact on student learning during your introductory pharmacy practice experience. I would like to ask Dr. Stacy Reed to please come forward to next announce the IPPE Preceptor of the Year Award.
It is my honor to present our Introductory Pharmacy Practice Preceptor of the Year Award today. The Preceptor of the Year Award recognizes pharmacists who embody the qualities, skills, and values of the ideal preceptor and exhibit a commitment to excellence in teaching and practice. Recipients serve as a practitioner role model and are nominated by our students based on their commitment to patient care and student learning. I'm excited to announce that Dr. Michelle Mitchell is our award recipient for the 2023-2024 academic year. I would like to share an excerpt from the nomination statement. Dr. Mitchell encompasses exactly what it means to be a great preceptor. She is a clear communicator, builds trust with her patients and colleagues, and respects everyone. There is not one instance I can recall where she was not positive and upbeat. She is very easy to go to with questions or problems and helps solve them right away. She makes sure to provide varied learning experiences for students, prepares us well, and gives us the necessary push to practice our skills. I was very fortunate to have her for my very first preceptor and mentor because she set the tone for my future experiences. Dr. Mitchell, please join me at the podium. Congratulations to Dr. Mitchell. Thank you for your commitment to not only student learning, but also to pharmacy practice. We truly appreciate all you do for our students. I will now invite Dr. Mitchell to say a few words and then lead us in the oath of the pharmacist.
All right. Good afternoon, everyone. I am deeply honored to stand before you today as the recipient of the IPPE Preceptor of the Year Award. I am truly grateful for the privilege to accept it. First and foremost, I would like to extend my sincerest thanks to my students who nominated me. I'm incredibly grateful to Medical College of Wisconsin for allowing me to precept these dedicated, intelligent students year after year. Over the past 7 years, I've been fortunate enough to work with 18 different students, and I would also like to acknowledge my staff, whose incredible talents and contributions allow our pharmacy to run smoothly and allow for a welcoming environment for different student pharmacists. Now to the class of 2025. You've all spent countless hours studying, memorizing drug names that sound like tongue twisters, and mastering the art of deciphering doctors' handwriting. And today we are here to celebrate your remarkable journey as you prepare to embark on the final leg of your education at Medical College of Wisconsin and into the wonderful world of pharmacy. I know what some of you are thinking. Did I really just sign up for a lifetime supply of counting by fives and trying to decode different prescriptions? But fear not, my friends, because being a pharmacist is so much more than that. You're about to become the unsung heroes of the healthcare world, the wizards behind the pharmacy counter who ensure that every patient gets the right medication at the right time with a side of friendly advice and a comforting smile. Now, here are a few different words of wisdom to carry with you. Stay curious. The field of pharmacy is constantly evolving with new medications, technologies, and research. Learning does not stop at this ceremony or at graduation. Try to embrace lifelong learning, stay up to date with new developments in pharmacy practice through continuing education and professional development opportunities. Second, embrace challenges. Pharmacy practice can present complex situations. Embrace the challenges as opportunities for growth and learning. Healthcare is ever changing and pharmacy is no exception. Be adaptable and open to new ideas, technologies, and ways of practicing pharmacy. Next, develop strong communication skills. Effective communication is key in pharmacy practice, whether it's with patients, healthcare professionals, or other members of the healthcare team. Practice active listening and clear, concise communication. Next, stay ethical. As a pharmacist, you hold a position of trust and responsibility. Always prioritize patient safety and ethical practice, even in difficult situations, which I can guarantee you will be encountering. The 2024 Gallup poll ranks pharmacists as the 6th most trusted professional in the United States. Lastly, take care of yourself. Pharmacy can be demanding, both mentally and physically. Make self-care a priority to avoid burnout and maintain your well-being. When I first got licensed, I was so excited. I worked 58 hours in my first week. I'd open one store and go to close at another store. This is not something I continue to do 11 years later. Make sure you take breaks and lunches that you deserve. You have to keep yourself healthy to keep your patients healthy. Now, as you proudly wear your white coats and sport your pins today, remember you're not just joining a profession, but you are becoming part of a tight-knit community dedicated to making a positive difference in people's lives. Let us not forget all the sacrifices you have made to reach this point. From late night cram sessions to surviving on energy drinks and sheer determination, you have conquered every obstacle in your path. And now, as you stand on the brink of a new chapter, I have one more piece of advice. Never underestimate the power of laughter, especially when dealing with cranky customers and complicated insurance formularies. Often laughter is the best medicine. Congratulations on this magnificent achievement, and thank you for your commitment to the health and well-being of our patients. Okay, now we'll read the oath of the pharmacist together. Okay, I promise Oh, every. Okay. Ready? Right. Right hand. Left hand. Left hand. Right hand. Right hand. Okay. Ready? I promise to devote myself to a lifetime of service to others through the profession of pharmacy. In fulfilling this vow, I will consider the welfare of humanity and relief of suffering of primary concerns. I will promote inclusion, embrace diversity, and advocate for justice to advance health equity. I will acknowledge experience and skills to the best of my ability to assure optimal outcomes for all patients. I will respect and protect all personal and health information entrusted to me. I will accept the responsibility to improve my professional knowledge, expertise, and self-awareness. I will hold myself and my colleagues to the highest principles of our profession's moral, ethical, and legal conduct. I will embrace and advocate changes that improve patient care. I will utilize my knowledge, skills, experiences, values to prepare the next generation of pharmacists. I will take these vows voluntarily with the full realization of the responsibility with which I am trusted by the public. Yay.
Congratulations again to all our award recipients for these accomplishments, and thank you to all in attendance for sharing in this moment with us. To close out our ceremony, I would like to share this video from our founding dean, Dr. George McKinnon, who could not join us today due to extenuating circumstances.
Good afternoon. This is Dean McKinnon. I apologize I'm unable to be there today for the pinning ceremony for the class of 2025 here at the Medical College Wisconsin School of Pharmacy. I'm in Chicago at a dean's meeting for the Walgreens Corporation, and that precludes me from being on campus today. But I wanted to share my remarks and congratulations with the class of 2025 remotely. So 2/3 of the formal doctor of pharmacy program has been accomplished by this cohort of students. That basically entails their 8 sessions of didactic courses and lab-based courses where they've acquired the knowledge and skills and some abilities to move on to the next important phase of practice, which is where they'll continue to hone these abilities in their advanced pharmacy practice experiences for the next year, up until May of next year. What I would encourage all of these students to consider as they go on to these experiences is to remember that they represent the MCW School of Pharmacy and MCW at large. Likewise, they represent the pharmacy profession as student pharmacists. And they also represent their classmates, current, future, present. And they also represent themselves. So please bear that in mind as you go to your practice sites and as you leave your practice sites, that you put forward your best foot and best representation of who you are, emblematic of the MCW School of Pharmacy and your profession of pharmacy. Congratulations on accomplishing approximately 2/3 of the PharmD program. Years later, you will reflect back on these clinical experiences that involve patients, and you will reflect back on many patients that in fact bring back memories of how you went about caring for them, and certain situations are indelibly put into your mind for the rest of your life. So with that, back to your white coat ceremony a couple years ago, let me remind you of a couple terms I brought up for you to consider. First, be confident in all that you do. You are medication experts. Bring that content and knowledge to your rotations to help patients and providers alike. You may want to go outside your comfort zone once or twice to continue to advance your knowledge and skill sets. Don't be afraid. Use the safety net of being on rotations with other learners and residents and trainees and pharmacists and other healthcare providers around you to be partly there to support you should you fall. Collaboration. Bring a spirit of collaboration to all that you do. Healthcare is a team sport, and please remember that. Lastly, be committed and advocate for those that you are caring for. Many will be in unfortunate situations and unable to maybe articulate what their needs are. You there, as a medication expert, and also as a pharmacist, healthcare provider, are there to advocate for them. Likewise, there may be other healthcare providers in need that you might need to step in and assist them as they too may be going through challenging situations in managing their well-being and status of that. And again, be compassionate in all that you do. So class of 2025, congratulations as you move onward to your APPEs, and hopefully you're able to enjoy this pinning ceremony and afterwards with your family, friends, colleagues, and the family at large. Again, congratulations, job well done.